telling you, it was a right bundle trip. Baxter and Kennedy trying to grab hold of him. 2 cops floundering around. Jackie Wright screaming her head off. It was unbelievable.
Where'd you hear that? It's not what I heard.
Mick Taylor, he saw it all.
Oh, yeah, Taylor. He would, of course. Nothing ever happens, but he's there. Always around the spot.
Hurry up. People are waiting to write on this.
People have to wait.
All right, if you know better, what's your version?
It's not my version. It's Robbie Wright's. According to his sister Jackie, Maguire only went bananas to start with, and he calmed down when the law stepped in.
The last lot's dry now. You can put some more on.
Belt up!
Zach and handcuffed him.
I didn't.
Yes, they did.
All right then, Clever. You think you know it all? Where's Maguire now then, eh?
In the nick, where do you think?
Wrong. He's in hospital.
In hospital? Rubbish, he's behind bars.
Vince, do me a favour. Don't listen to everything Taylor tells you. There's a convincing Laura, Grange. He's well all the same. Look, take it from me. The only bars Maguire's staying for at the moment are the ones at the foot of his hospital bed, where he's getting treatment for his problem. All right?
I'm strictly long distance. How's it looking, Mrs. Regan?
Pretty good, I'd say. Just look at that response.
Been press ganging them, have you, Stephen? What about you lot? Are your names down?
Yeah, of course. We're coming as clowns. What about you, sir?
I don't know. Haven't thought yet.
I hope everyone's going to make an effort. It'll be much more fun if we're all in fancy dress.
I won't count on everyone. Is your name up there, sir?
Oh, yes. There, see? Wedged between Miss Booth and Mr. Bronson.
Oh, that cosy. What, do you fancy your chances then, do you?
What do you mean?
Well, of winning it. Oh, well, come on, there ain't much opposition up there for you, is there?
It's a fun run, not a race, Stephen.
No. But, I mean, someone's got to come in first, haven't they?
Well, it won't be you, if that's what you're thinking.
Says who?
He beat you easy.
No, I won't. I've told you, Jane, it isn't a contest. I won't beat him at all.
Won't? Or maybe can't.
Whichever way you like.
Can't. How many miles a week do you do, sir?
Running? Oh, 20, 25 maybe. Not much to a serious runner. Why? How many do you do?
Oh, I'd say about 7 a day. See, because I've started to run to school and back.
Have you now?
Yeah. So Friday for me should be quite a cinch.
What am I being accused of this time?
You aren't being accused of anything. I just wanted to give you some good news. Now, I'm not sure you deserve it.
Good news?
It's a long time since you've had any, isn't it? Sit down. Here, that's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, the logo.
Here it is again.
What have you done to it? I didn't do it like this.
We've made a new school badge from it. That's what we've done to it. We've been looking for a suitable design ever since the merger, and yours just happened to fit the bill. It means your line will be around this school for a very long time, much longer than any of us. You'll be leaving your mark here more visibly than I will, for example. Isn't that something to be proud of?
Who says I want to leave a mark? Didn't ask me about it.
Well, no, but we assumed that...
Shouldn't have assumed anything. Don't want to be remembered here. I hate this place.
Well, hate it or not, your place in its history is already assured, Danny Kendall. The first consignment of badges is due on Friday.
Come on, Rowley.
All right. Look, you won't have receipts. I've never known you to fail an exam yet. Well, I have now, and that's about seeing the results. The parents says you haven't. Just throwing your money away.
Could you give me a hand, please, Dookie?
just wanted a quick word with you. I'm going to go and see Sammy today after school, see how he's doing. I don't suppose you've had a chance to see him yet, have you?
No, miss.
Well, how about coming with me today? I could give you a lift there and back. Well, what's wrong? Don't you want to see him? Jackie?
Well, not if he's still the same. I mean, he can't have changed in a few days, can he?
Well, maybe not, but he's in the right place for it to happen. I'm sure Sammy will want to see you. But he will. He's been ill. That's the way to look at it. He's just not been himself, but he will pull through. With help. Now, how about this afternoon?
No, I don't think so, miss. Not this time. Thanks for the offer. But I've just had enough of him. What was that all about? Nothing.
Wait, put that down.
Anybody seen this boy? I think it's come out rather well. At least you can see what he looks like.
Wouldn't be much point otherwise. It stands out well. What do you think, Ronnie?
Oh, such enthusiasm.
Never mind her, sir. She had a crush on that Jones. That's all it is. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Didn't you, Callie? Only he didn't fancy you.
All right, no bickering. We're here to do a job, not quarrel amongst ourselves.
I still think we should have heard more about Miss Partridge, especially about her being sacked.
She hasn't been sacked, Caroline. She's been given a few days off, that's all.
So do you think she'll be coming back then, sir?
Oh, I hope so, Veronica. I do hope so. If only to preserve my sanity.
I reckon I could take him easy. Anyway.
Kennedy, dunno. Pretty old.
Oh, well, there you go then. See, he's on his way down. And I'm on my way up.
You told him that, have you? Catch, sir. Right. Sorted out your teams, have you? Sir. Ah. Well, you're going to have to resort it. We've got a new lad with us this lesson. Found him wandering the corridors like a lost sheep, poor little soul. So I invited him in for a game.
Whose side's he going to be on?
Which side do you think he's going to be on? Foul on Banks. Now that's your second, son.
Sir?
Raise your hand.
So your Aunt Harriet's going to sell her place in Luton and move in with you? She hasn't really a place to sell. It's a council house, same as ours, only not so nice. I think that's why she's so keen, apart from the idea of moving to London.
Come on, Louise. No one takes on looking after 4 kids unless they really want to. She must be all right, your aunt.
She's all right, I suppose. She has a good point and she means well, but we're happy as we are. The 4 of us with Mrs. Clements.
Who's she?
The foster mother who's looking after us. We get on all right with her, we do. So why can't they just leave us alone?
Lass. Sorry.
Hey, you lot. Isn't that Amy James's dad? I wonder what's happened now.
Come in, come in.
Thank you.
I don't want to be Janet. I'm very glad you've come to see me. Is there any news?
No.
How's Mrs. Jones taking it? Yes, well, I know how I'd feel if I had a son who went missing.
He's not with relatives. That's been checked. And friends as well. All his friends come from this school. I can't see them harbouring him for this length of time. So he must be out there somewhere fending for himself. Unless... Anyway, what I wanted to say was that when he does come back, we don't want him in G3. We want him in another class away from Mr. Bronson.
I know what you're trying to say, Mr. Jones. But we can't let every pupil have the teacher of his or her own choice. Otherwise, some teachers would have no forms at all. Not because they're not good teachers, but because they don't court popularity.
That's one thing Mr. Bronson could never be accused of.
Maybe not, but as I've said, he is a very good teacher. You won't find a languages department than his in the whole of the borough, I can assure you. And since languages is Anthony's chosen option, well... Even if I were to transfer him from G3, he would still come into regular contact with Mr. Bronson in the classroom.
I hear you managed to move a second-year girl.
Imelda Davis, yes. Well, that was for very different reasons.
I'm not interested in reasons, Mrs. McCluskey. I want my son home. And I want him happy. And if you're not prepared to move him, then I am. To another school.
Fancy v Kennedy. I can't see it, somewhere.
One lap from Wills, remember? Then there's stops to crash. A lot can happen now. It won't just depend on running. What's the matter with her?
You all right?
Yeah.
Look, what is it?
It's nothing.
Must be something. Look, I'll catch you up.
Yeah, see you later.
Come on, tell, mate. I mean, nobody cries for nothing.
It's nothing you can help with, Ted.
Something to do with Zamo, isn't it? Something what Miss Booth said in art. I heard his name mentioned.
She wants me to go with her to see him after school.
Oh. Are you going to go?
No. What good would it do? Me or for him?
Well... don't know, really.
It's not that I don't want to see him, despite what's happened.
No, of course not.
I think about him all the time. I can't seem to forget about him.
Me neither.
I can't face going to see him today. I don't know why, I just can't.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, go when you like. I don't. Jack. Here, use my sleeve. Look, it's no use upsetting yourself. Samo will be all right. He'll pull through. Look, are you feeling any better?
Yeah, thanks.
Good. I was thinking of going to see him myself for the weekend. You could come with me if you want, only if it doesn't upset you or anything. But I thought I'd show my face.
Weekend? When? Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday, I'm doing things Saturday.
I suppose it would be better if it's the two of us went. The conversation would probably dry up.
We could even go for a hamburger after, if you're not doing anything.
No, nothing special. You're all right. If you think you can put up with me, try not to make a fool of yourself again.
Oh, you've never done that.
Hello. What's this then? Little old Maguire's tucked up in hospital and you're off with his best mate?
No, she ain't, Banksy. Don't go getting ideas.
It's funny. I could have sworn you had your arm around her just...
Yeah, but she was upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'd leave it out.
Kevin, just leave it.
Hear that? She's even worried about you. It's quite touching, Kev.
So he's transferring him to the private sector.
That's what he said, and I think he meant it.
Well, can't we talk him out of it? I mean, this is just down to this Bronson business.
No, not entirely. He said they'd been thinking about it for some time.
So we stand to lose one of our best lads.
Just a moment. He seems very determined. I don't see how we can stop him. Come in. Ah, Mr. Bronson.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. McCluskey. I just popped in to your help with young Kendall this morning. There really is no controlling that boy at times.
There's another one you got your knife into.
Jeff.
You've already driven one lad away from the school. How many more have to go before you realise what you're doing?
Jeff, that's most unfair.
Oh, it's unfair, is it? Well, you try telling that to Jones, if you can find him. See if he thinks it's unfair.
A little bird tells me you're going for gold on Friday, Chris.
Eh?
Taking on young Banks in N5. I hear he fancies his chances.
Stephen Banks, yes. He was on about it in my lesson. That'll be interesting.
I'm not running against anyone.
No?
No.
Well, you may not be running against him, but,
Cheryl, are you sure your aunt won't mind me calling at such short notice?
I shouldn't think so. I told you you'd come in. Anyway, it's still our house.
How long's she staying for?
She's only been here a couple of days, planning for her move in.
Anybody'd think she'd taken over already.
What have you done with the frying pan? I can't find it anywhere.
There isn't one. I threw it out.
Threw it out?
Hello, Mrs. Dean.
Mrs. Regan from school. I told you she was coming.
Oh, yes. You know, I forgot all about it. Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Regan.
This is my daughter, Laura.
Hello, Laura. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Sorry about the mess.
I'm sorry to descend on you like this.
Oh, I don't know where I am today. Excuse me.
Hello.
What am I supposed to cook tonight's meal in if there's no frying pan, Cheryl?
Use the grill. That's what I do. It's much healthier.
The grill?
Means you eat less fat.
How am I supposed to grill eggs, eh? Tell me that.
Eggs, you poach them.
Oh, so I mess up a saucepan and the grill pan instead of just one frying pan?
If you don't want to, I've managed up to now.
Well, I've used a frying pan for years and it hasn't done me any harm.
I think it's just one of these modern trends we have to put up with, Mrs. Dean. Still, if I had such a willing helper in the kitchen, I wouldn't say no.
Oh, they're all willing workers. Every one of them.
I'm sure they are. Well, you're going to need plenty of help. When are you moving in properly?
Next Friday, we hope. We've done most of our packing. My husband's got his transfer to Euston Station. He works for British Rail, you see.
Yes, so Louise said. Well, that's one problem solved.
Oh, they'll all be solved come time, Mrs. Regan, once we've moved in.
I'm sure they will. The girls are very lucky to have someone like you around.
Not at all. Now, we're moving here because we want to. Because we're going to enjoy living with him. They're not such a bad bunch. After all, they're my brother's children and I can't see their mother turning up. So we're all going to make the best of it, despite our little differences. Now what's wrong?
I bought this stuff. It's full of sugar. It tells you on the label.
He's not withdrawing in the strict sense. We're helping him. He's fine, he's talking, he's all right.
Everybody's very anxious, very worried. Well, his family, his friends, the school.
What about?
Well, the addiction, the heroin. Whether he can really get off it this time.
He's off it. Whether he will stay off is another matter. Zamo's problem is this. It's like, well, imagine these mugs are alive, his life. I mean, pretend these mugs all connect, and that in this one there's school, in this one friends, in this one ambition, and in this one dreams. And they make up his life. Well, in these mugs, all of them, for Zamo there's been heroin. Home is heroin. Dreams are heroin. Work is getting heroin. Friend is heroin. You pour that away, then what? Empty life.
I don't quite see what you're saying. Are you saying he shouldn't give up drugs? You're not saying that.
I'm saying it's not just giving up. It's him finding something to take its place which is just as effective but isn't a dead end. Which is what dope is, right? A dead end. This is just the beginning.
That's right.
Oh, they'll be fine for supper.
Hello, Sammy.
Hello, miss. Thanks for coming.
Oh, no, it's...
Be careful, that's me you're sloshing around.
I'll make some tea, yes?
Please. Well, it seems a nice place.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's not what I
didn't think you'd come after you tried before.
Well,
you must have... I'm fine, I like it here. I like the gardening.
I was just saying, I thought you'd be in bed.
No.
That's right, the nurse soon put me in my place.
Grace, she's not a nurse, she's a worker. She's trying to have it herself.
Oh.
I see, the thing is, I thought I could control it. Heroin. Just do a bit now and again. Even when I was stealing, I thought I was in control. And then, well, there's two things. When I had the bag in the toilets, and it all got washed away. And then, when it all spilled on the floor, I could just imagine myself sniff it up or something. And then, I thought, I could just see myself from the outside, and I thought, Hugh Div, with Jack there and all, and...
Jackie sends her love, by the way.
Does she?
Sort of, yes.
I've been picking tomatoes. I've never done that before. They got a great smell when you pick them.
Yes, that's right, they have.
Yes, come in. Hello, Ross.
Hello. I hoped you'd still be here. I'm sorry, I would have been earlier, but I got held up.
Oh, this is a surprise. Have a seat. I didn't expect to see you back until Monday. What can I do for you?
Well, I've been thinking things over while I've been away.
Oh, yes.
And, I decided it would be best if I gave you that. Under the circumstances, I think it's only a matter of time before I'm dismissed anyway. And, well, even though I'm awfully grateful for all your support, I'd rather resign than have the Board of Governors reach that decision.
I'm really very sorry you find yourself forced into this position. And in some respects, I don't blame you for giving me this. But as far as I'm concerned, the fight is far from over, and I'm convinced we'll win. So will you be good enough to keep this to yourself for a few days while we ponder our next move?
Hey, see who that is? That's Aunt Jones.
Yeah?
It is, come on. Hey, Jonesy, hang on a minute. People have been looking for you. Where have you been?
Wait.
We know that. Where?
Just away. Right.
Hang on. Rob, you're not going off again, mate.
It's all over, Aunt.
Yeah, we're making a citizen's arrest. Get lost, who do you think you are?
You can't vanish again, mate. Think of your mum and dad. They'd be worried sick about you.
Yeah, come on, running away. Let us take you home.
I don't need you to take me anywhere. I'm going myself, all right?